Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today's video is going to be my watch pile video for the week we're on 15 now, so I've been going for quite a while. Yeah, actually surprised we got this far, but the whole purpose is to get the watch pile down, and it is going down slowly, but it is definitely going down. This drawer is almost empty, which means everything's almost on the shelves. Obviously I am still buying stuff, but I'm trying to watch those things when I get them. But yeah, so this week we have 4 titles that have been chosen. And I'm going to try, I think I know it this week, who's chosen what. So we have The Iron Giant, animated film from the late 90s by Brad Bird, who obviously is well known for he did 2 Incredibles films. He did Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and Tomorrowland, which I actually quite enjoy. Supposed to be a really sad film. Got a great voice cast. Got Jennifer Aniston, Harry Connick Jr., Vin Diesel, Cloris Leachman, Emma McWalsh, Christopher McDonald. So yeah, that's a good one, and Ash chose that one. Next up we have Take Shelter, which is the last of the Jeff Nichols films that I haven't seen. Big fan of Jeff Nichols, and I've heard this is one of his best, so really looking forward to watching this. Michael Shannon, Jessica Chastain, end of the world type of psychological thriller, I think. So yeah, thanks for choosing that one, Roy. Next up we have Michael Caine in Zulu. We've also got Stanley Baker, Jack Hawkins. Yep, it's supposed to be a classic war film from the 60s, kind of brought Michael Caine to fame, I think. Don't know too much about it, but Stuart chose this one, so thanks for that, Stuart. And then finally we have King of New York, an Abel Ferrara film from 1990, I think, 89. Christopher Walken, Lawrence Fishburne, who else is in it? Wesley Snipes, Steve Buscemi, like a gangster crime sort of film, and Paul Freeman chose this one, so thanks for choosing that, Paul. So yeah, those are the 4 to choose from this week. We'll do the normal thing, except for obviously, because this is in a thinner case, I want to make it fair, so I'm going to use this, The Gunman, in its place. So if this is chosen, it's King of New York, just to make it fair, like I do every week, so every film has an equal chance to be picked. The only film from last week I will say that I've still not watched yet is The Last Starfighter, which I will, as always do, try and get that watched for Sunday next week, as I will with the rest of these films that don't get chosen. But it may be that a few of them won't get watched because I am away Thursday to Saturday, so that's 3 days basically where I won't be able to watch any of them. But yeah, we'll get cracked on with it. As usual, give it a very good shuffle around. And I'm going to choose this one. And it is The Gunman, so that means it's King of New York. So, yeah, give King of New York a watch. It's Arrow 4K, and I've not seen it, and I'm usually on it with like my Arrow 4K, well, arrows in general, in terms of watching them. Although saying that, just looking at the shelf, I've still got Runaway Train, I've still got The Car, what's the other one? Videodrome, I've still got to watch. So I've still got a fair few Arrow titles that I've not actually got around to watching yet, but I do like Arrow as a label. And I've heard this is a really decent film. So, yeah, I'll give this one a go now. And I'll come back to you once I've seen it with my thoughts. So, I've just got done watching King of New York, an Abel Ferrara film, which has a fantastic stacked cast. You've got Christopher Walken as the lead, playing, I think it's Frank White, yeah, that's the name of his character. Lawrence Fishburne, in quite a, well, I wouldn't say early, because obviously I'd say Apocalypse Now was probably his first film, about 10 years later I guess then. You got Steve Buscemi, whom I only actually noticed in one scene. So not a great big role for him. David Caruso, Wesley Snipes playing two cops. And yeah, I think didn't like this as much as I thought I would. It was okay. Personally, I'd have preferred it if the main characters were the police. Because the way that this film's portrayed, and maybe that's the way it's supposed to be portrayed, is that they're all unlikable characters, and I'm not going to say what happens because that would spoil the film. But yeah, it was just, it was alright. I don't think I'd really watch it again. The performances were really good, I thought. But yeah, personally, I would have preferred it if it was more from the cops' perspective. And like the story was more about the cops. I mean, that was the story, but Christopher Walken not being the main character, if you know what I mean. It looked beautiful, I'll say that. It had beautiful picture quality. The HDR was excellent on this one. But yeah, it's first Abel Ferrara film I've seen, and can't say he's a director that I love. Like I said, pretty just okay film for me. I don't know how everyone else feels about it. Let me know down below. But yeah, that's what I think of King of New York. Yeah. Do you think that this is one worth keeping in the collection to watch 10 years down the line, like the Godfather films? And do you think I'll like it, maybe, on another watch? Or is it one that's kind of split people anyway? Let me know. That was King of New York. So back to shelf 3 for next week. I have had a few deliveries which have been put on shelf 1. So I'll probably show them. I'm away Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I'll probably be picking some stuff up then because I've got a voucher that I want to use. So when I get back, I expect to do like a pickups deliveries video for next week. Just thought I'd put that out there, but yep. And we have back up to shelf 3 yet again. I'm going to say exclude this one because I'm not watching a Christmas film in March. But yeah, Tooth Fairy, as I've said before, I've seen before. I'm excluding the first Muppets film because I've seen that one recently. Bridge to Terabithia is a rewatch. Just trying to see if there's any others. Going up. Go. And up to there. Obviously, Final Destination 5 can't be picked because I've not seen 2, 3 or 4 yet. Tron Legacy, and then I've seen the first Planet of the Apes, so it would be the sequel, I suppose. Can't watch Alien Romulus yet because I want to watch Resurrection first. Is it Resurrection or Insurrection? Oh, I don't know. The crap one. Can't watch the second Wall Street yet because I've not seen the first, which is on shelf 1. I have seen Scott Pilgrim before, so it'd be a rewatch, as I've said before. First Spider-Man's excluded, but 2 and 3 would be a rewatch. First 2 Batmans are excluded, great films, but I have seen them before. It would be Forever, would be the next one. Amazing Spider-Man films would be a rewatch, as would the Fantastic Four films. Night and Day would be a rewatch, and then Fast and Furious. I mean, it would be the first one. I have seen the first one, so it would be a rewatch. But yeah, they're up there because I want to rewatch them all. Set back down. A few, and probably some new ones up there this week. That's the hope that as I watch them, take some out from the drawer, put new pickups up there. So there's kind of different ones every time we go to a new, like the next shelf. Obviously there will still be some that have been there for a while, but the way that I'll just quickly explain the way I've been watching films recently. Obviously, the watch pile, all of the ones voted for, I sort of slightly pull out, so I know that I need to watch them. And anything that's been recommended to me, spoken about in any way, I pull out to try and watch. So, for example, you've got Kind Hearts and Coronets on the first shelf, which quite a few people, I think Roy's mentioned that was a good film. Parasite, everybody's been telling me to give that a watch. Kill Bill Volume 2 was a watch pile one, I think. And then you got films like Runaway Train, which I believe Jodie picked up recently, and I think Roy watched that recently and said it was good. 2001, which we were speaking about on the stream on Monday, which I need to give a watch. Straight Time, Jodie said was a good Dustin Hoffman one. A Bridge Too Far I've pulled out because of Gene Hackman, because I want to watch the films I haven't seen of his. I've only got 2. Hello Dolly was a Stewart one. So, like, yeah, that's the way I'm watching films at the moment. To try and get the watch pile down. Anything that's recommended to me in any way, comments through other videos that I watch, through the WhatsApp group. People see stuff or just generally talk about stuff, and I think that's in my watch pile. I'm going to pull it out and get around to watching it. Because, yeah, then I know that they're probably good films if they've been talked about. But, yeah, I'm not going to waffle on any longer. So, that's it for this week's episode. Let me know down in the comments what you are going to vote for next week, for next week's episode. I will get this up on Wednesday this week. Apologies that it only went up on Friday, the last one. Honestly, completely forgot. I recorded it on Tuesday night and I just forgot to upload it on Wednesday. I think, was it Wednesday? Thursday I was really busy, and Wednesday I just had other stuff on my mind, so I just forgot. But yeah, that's it for this video. So if you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. Give me your thoughts on King of New York down below. Same thoughts as me. Do you really like it? Do you really dislike it? Let me know everything down below. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.